How's it going? Haytham Gruxton here. Now, I've been working on a few videos for October. You know, I got videos coming down the pipeline, and I'm hoping I'm in shot for this. This be like a little video. Well, probably long as fuck, but I figured it might be interesting. A little behind the scenes, you know, covering some filming techniques and like some of the tips and tricks that you people can use out there. Because I know like a lot of the people who watch me also make videos. So, you know, I'm going to cover, you know, lighting, equipment. Because I know some like websites and some little tips and tricks that I feel like aren't well known maybe. Plus I want to give like my general philosophy on like video making and, you know, maybe some behind the scenes on the environment I film in and like how I did some shots and stuff. Hopefully it'll be interesting, not too long, and, you know, if you're making videos out there, hopefully, maybe you can, you know, glean something from this, you know, to incorporate into your own videos. And again, I'm going to be talking about, you know, some ways I make props, so I cover props, tips, and tricks. This isn't meant to be some, like, oh, I'm an amazing director, I'm the next Stanley Kubrick. It's nothing like that. These are just fun little videos I make. And, you know, again, hopefully it's entertaining, throw it on the background, you know. I don't know. Enough rambling. Let's get into this. I should have mentioned this in the intro, but I'll have timestamps as you can see. In case, you know, you're interested in just the lighting tips, or just the equipment, or, you know, whatever. The wide rigmarole of fucking topics we're gonna cover. This room doesn't really matter, but, you know, it's important to mention, because it is heavily featured in the videos. Although I moved away from it a bit recently. But, you know, it'll be back in the videos eventually. Hey, every time I say I'm not going to ramble, I start rambling. This room, I'm not the biggest fan of it for filming, for reasons I will talk about. And we'll be coming back to this room for different sections of the video. This is like my cave, my domain, my realm. I spend many times sitting in front of this computer, in this computer chair. This room has a lot of shit around. Like stuff. Look, I got beer cans. I got lots of beer. I've been getting into alcohol again recently and hitting it hard. Been fun. Getting back into wine too. Random meat there. It's alligator meat. If you want to see me try kangaroo meat, video, link in the description. Secret channel of mine. It doesn't matter. Again, I'm rambling, but this is just like a mix of just random stuff in this room. Stuff that like came from videos I just threw on the shelf. Just random mix of stuff that I don't have a place for. You know, it's disorganized, but I don't mind it. I'm a cluttered man, but you know, I'll talk about a few things for videos. This spiral carpet, I have like an idea, maybe a video effect where it could spin or something. I've got some ideas for it. Old TV you saw in that video. It's now become a shelf. Slash the wall of where I sleep. I mean, again, we'll come back to this room as we go. I'm fucking bumping into shit. Closet back here. It's blocked. Hang on a sec. Now, again, I'm not gonna cover video games and like the controllers are kept in this Coca-Cola thing. Not gonna cover that. Watch the game room to a video for that. This is the closet. Pull this string. Trying to reach it. It's just general storage. Stuff that you'll see in videos eventually. My singing Christmas wreath and my singing Christmas tree. Some handhelds in this box over here. Bong console. Oh, I'm talking about video games. Fuck, I sinned against myself. Yeah, it's just storage. There's a cape over there. Shit fell. It's disorganized. It's very cluttered like the rest of my environment. Let me turn it off. Okay. Wait. God damn it, I'm caught. I'm stuck. Don't worry, I didn't die. I had to climb over this TV and I got stuck. The light of death flashed behind my eyes. Boy howdy, was it something. Anyway, this room, we spent a lot of time in here. I'm gonna go, because I have a lot of areas to film, a lot of areas to talk about. I got this whiteboard here. It's a whiteboard, you know how it works. Say, I don't even know, what do you want me to draw? It's, demented SpongeBob. There we go. Anyway, I do have an idea for that whiteboard, though. I would love to, like, animate the whiteboard. I have this idea. It'd be like you draw a face, right? And you can, like, slowly make its eyes open and close, because I've been getting into animation recently. So I want a whole shot, like, it would take a lot of work, but, like, the whiteboard animated, moving around and shit. But it's all, like, drawing, you know, slow, old school type of animation. That's just an idea I have. Some color lighting there. Color lighting over there, too. Can't really see it. You can see that. Again, I already covered all that. Now we're going to go on to the next area. Because you've seen the other parts of my video, the other areas. Well, a lot of people don't realize this. Because a lot of people think it's all filmed in one room, weirdly enough. But it's actually not. This is the other room where I film. As you can see, bookcase set, it's very disorganized. It's got a lot of shit on it. Like, yeah, I made that grading games video last time. The bottom's the nightmare. That's you can't see that part. You see the nice games part. A new addition is this wood grain. It's, I bought like a print. Table. Oh, here's a tip. Use tablecloth. It's a great background thing. I'm going to talk more about this as we go on. I have a background section. Anyway, yeah, this is just like, it's literally tablecloth, but I'm a big fan of this wood grain background. It's been very useful recently. Yeah, I guess that's it for the rooms. Let's start getting into some categories and shit. Alright, I want to go over lighting, because, and I'm sure other content creators can relate, lighting can be a pain in the ass to figure out. I mean, there's been videos that I've shot, especially with my grading games video, and I'll go over the reason why exactly. It's taken me like over an hour of just going in front of the camera, adjusting the lights, trying to get the lights right, and I mean, I still have trouble with this. My lighting's not great in videos. I still have blurriness and washed out backgrounds and like glare and all the issues that come with lighting. So I'm going to give my tips and tricks, some basics, you know, with the lighting equipment I use and I mean, all of it, you know what I'm saying. Let's go over this. So you have yellow light and white light. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. Yellow lighting, I'm kind of in yellow lighting now, although it's not the most yellow. Yellow lighting is typically what's inside people's houses. Like, I'm not a fan of yellow lighting though. And then you have white light. The professional light. If you watch like one of those like super professional tech YouTubers, they're gonna use white light. I've been moving to white light recently, but yellow light still has a purpose. Like, if your videos are invoking a homey feel, a feel-good vibe, if the idea of your video is that you're supposed to be just a guy at his house, you should use a mix at least of yellow light. Get some yellow lighting in there. Because you lose a hominess feel if you just use white light. White light, like, especially when it was first caught on the US, it's like, it invoked the idea of like retail stores or grocery stores. Like a very, like, bland, not homey feel. You get what I'm saying? So I still use some yellow lighting. And I do recommend using yellow lighting. Again, if you're trying to invoke that feeling of being at home, the yellow lighting just works so much better. But the good thing, though, I would say, because I'm not the biggest fan of yellow lighting, it's being moved away from the US. A lot more white light bulbs are coming out. A big recommendation I have for light bulbs, and I'm going to be moving towards this in my house. I'm going to be replacing all my light bulbs. Daylight bulbs. They sell them at Lowe's and Home Depot and stuff. Daylight bulbs are awesome. The first time I used daylight bulbs in my bathroom, I was blown away. It looked like daylight. So, I would say daylight bulbs, specifically those, if you plan on using an overhead ceiling light, get those. But again, remember, yellow lighting, I know it's not the most pretty, I know it's ugly, but it has a purpose. Okay, so I throw in occasional other lamps and such, and usually use a ceiling light. My primary lights are these 3 Mount Dog lights. Each one has 4 very powerful bulbs in it, which creates a nice white light. Okay, they all know plugged in, but this one, it's got one setting to turn on 2 bulbs all the way. And it's quite the sight when all these are bearing down on you. A lot of heat coming off of these. I also have this small one that creates a yellow light. Real quick, I was going to talk about that one prom. My prom, specifically with the Xbox 360 games on this shelf, is when I turn the light on. You can't really see it too well, but it creates a it creates a glare. Like you can see it up there. But it's even worse when regularly filming and I'm here. So the glare coming off of the white of the 360 games, it's a big challenge with these shells. It really is. If there's a way to maybe like, because if you have like sunglasses or if you have a dark jacket on, it really does help with the light. Like some about the focus of the camera. But if you have all glare, it throws off the focus of the camera. Not to keep going on the lights, there's 2 other things I'll throw in quickly. It looks better right now, but the reason I don't typically film in this room is because the light looks very yellow, especially on my primary camera, which I'll cover shortly. But get one of these too if you don't want to buy professional lights. Use 5 light bulb in one. I mean, they're pretty helpful too. Again, don't want to keep going on the lights, but I just want to throw that in. Alright, I'm going to go with some of the equipment I use. I tried to pick some lesser known stuff that was harder to find, and I'll try to leave a link in the description when possible. But feel free to ask if you can't find it. Get some of the main ones that aren't as interesting out of the way. I just got these 2 Amazon basic stands. I mean, one of them broke a bit, but it's still usable. They're nice, they adjust, they go up and down. Everything you would expect for, they're for the mic and camera at the end of the day. And I have a Logitech Brio as my camera and a Blue Yeti as my microphone. But that's not really interesting. The first piece of equipment I'm going to talk about is these iView recruiting glasses. You've seen the byproduct of these. These are for the thrift store hunting videos. I tried filming with my phone there, but when you have the phone sideways, people know you're recording, and I need wide screen it obviously for filming, so it just seems too weird to be whipping on my phone. The glasses, the only downside is the lens on them is very noticeable. They're not discreet, but they're all like great quality. They're the same ones that Lazy Game Reviews LGR uses, and because I was trying, most of them on Amazon were not reviewing well, but I found a pair that works well for me. Let's see. I got this old capsule code. It's the older one for, AV. Now, the reason why that's relevant, though, is I found something. Took forever to find this cable. So you all know those splitter boxes. You plug full consoles in, then it has one AV output, right? This is the opposite. This is a cable. Let me lay it out for you. You plug something into that, and it can go out 2 ways. Now, the picture quality suffers a little bit. What's helpful about this, right? You got a Nintendo Entertainment System, so you plug into that. You plug one side into the capture card for your computer, the other side into the TV. There you go, you're recording old game consoles. And, just add on to that, I know it's not really relevant to everyone, but if you're recording old gameplay footage, running it through a VHS player, so VHS/DVD player is the one, the back inputs. They're the same as the switcher boxes, but only better. So I'm always looking at the backs of them when I go there. It's like, well, I talked about it already. They're like Pokemon. You never know which one you're going to find. You got to catch them all. So the equipment, I just want to add on real quick. If a lot of people are recording with their phones, and that's perfectly fine. Great video quality. And usually pretty good audio, but not always. Phone microphones, very useful. This one I actually used hot glue. I didn't build the mic obviously, but I took the stand for something else, and then I attached it to a thread. So this is kind of a custom built mic, but it's got the clip on the end. But yeah, just buy a phone mic, you know, buy a clip on. You're gonna be good. Again, audio is very important. I've said it before. Good audio. You need it. How ironic would it be if my audio sucked right now? Alright, this is not gonna make me look good. I forgot something with the equipment. Another thing I want to talk about. I have this little adapter. Now, I can't find all the pieces, but let me show you this adapter. Hang on. So, this adapter, you could take the end off. And it has a big thread and a little thread for, you know, you put a webcam on here, a mic on here. And it's got this adapter end. And you can buy another one that goes over this. It's a little adapter. Super useful in my operation. Because with that adapter, you know, I can put stuff on here. The adapters allowed me to take these stands and I can put a mic or a webcam on either of these. And what's great too, right? You have these like phone tripods, right? That little thread is the same thread that's on here. So, wait till you see this. I take the phone tripod, right? You can only, you know, you can put your phone on there, you can put your webcam on there. But, then I take this adapter, right? I put the adapter on. Just like that. And then, like I was saying, this is supposed to have another piece. You could put a piece over this little thread and turn it into the same size as the big thread. Then you could put it in, and then it'll hold your microphone. Super cheap on Amazon. Link in the description. Alright, so the thing I really want to talk about is practical effects, building props, you know, real stuff, not digital green screen. Nothing wrong with the green screen. I don't own one, but, you know, someday I'm going to need one because they have the use. I'm not shit talking all that, but I like practical effects. I don't know if I've done a set building in this video, but, like, this is all real, you know. Every poster, everything in the background's real. You know, it's a pain in the ass. It takes more work, time, money. But, you know, it's just the way I like to do it. And same applies for props. Now, you've probably seen different props in my videos, you know. But I want to talk about them, like, show you how I make them, the area, and everything. So let's get into it. Alright, so I know it's very messy. I've actually been working on a thing the past few days. I'll show you in a sec why not. But, this is like my little table. It sits right in the storage room. I sit here, and I, you know, work on projects with the old trusted hot glue gun. Boy, hot glue guns are awesome. Like you can get a lot done with a hot glue gun. This wasn't an example of that, but this is one of the physical props I built when I needed a creepy game. I went all out and get creative with prop building too. Like I think, you know, not to toot my own horn, but I go, like, the areas you wouldn't think of, like, off the beaten path to get parts for my props, like, hell, even this, I mean, that mouth. You know where that mouth came from? Well, I found a children's book about animals, found a picture of a great white shark, I cut out its mouth, I colored in red with a crayon, you know, spruced it up a bit, and that's how I obtained the mouthpiece for my prop. I'll show you real quick also. One thing that people, well, keep saying people, it's not like I've heard this. But one thing that might not have been clear in my monster truck plug and play video when I have that animation. And probably it's a failure on me if, you know, I could have drawn it digitally. But it was a physical prop actually. I painted this old OC truck. I attached legs. Look at that block of hot glue. I mean, I went all out for it. Even the color scheme is different. It was like red, it had stickers on it. I mean, it isn't fucking amazing work, you know. I don't expect people to be sitting back, gasping. This is what I've been working on recently. It's for a new character I'm inventing. It's a beer mask. Let's see. One of the bottles came off, unfortunately. But, it's a bit heavy. But yeah, it's a beer-themed mask for a character I'm developing. Those videos are going to be interesting when I get around to making them. But yeah, the trusted hot glue gun is the way to go. Practical effects, baby. I love them. I mean, even like some examples I'll show you real quick. And I guess now we're going to go into set building a bit. Again, it's definitely a pain. But like, for instance, this part of the room. In the same video, my Xbox Original Rescue Mission video, utilizing like that dog gate and stuff, I was a mech pilot, or like operating a mech on the battlefield, and I was the president. Totally different background, same space. Again, I know it's a pain in the ass, but you know, transforming your environment, building a set, in my opinion, comes out better, but it's worth the extra work, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Remember too, you can always utilize the outside. I'm a big fan of outside shots in general. I'm sure you've noticed on my Instagram and YouTube, but like this part in my yard, when I had the fake body, which was an action figure, in my plug and play video, I'm showing a clip of it on the screen. This is where it was at, and like, you know, to simulate the human flesh prop, you know, that was just like lunch meat. You know, and a little bit of ketchup around, and, you know, a little bit of burnt tin foil. You know, it's like the remains of the destroyed boat. Again, get creative. And I recognize, you know, I have a bit of luck with this property. You know, I have this property, and then the neighboring house's property. So, you know, I have a large area to work with. You know, I have a lot of, like, I get what would be considered trashy, you know, broken down vehicles, like, it's random shit, but you know, it's useful for me when it comes to video creation. It's just a unique environment, I guess. But again, even if you have a normal looking outside environment, you still use it. Giant great plant overtaken. Maybe I can use that for something. You know, and I got the the woods back there that you've seen in different shots. Okay, let's walk up to it. And the ground's very slick. See, like this backwoods shot, like this backyard shot, you know. Got the woods that you can go inside a bit back there, which is going to be useful for like shooting hole and stuff, since I can go decently far in. And I got that kennel now, which can make some funny shots. And up to the left, you know, the whole foam video, you know that property. And again, this is just the one side. You know, there's plenty over there too. My video, how I fell in love with video games again, heavily shot over there. It's like a cabin in the woods I can use. Weeping willows coming down. So, you know, it's a creative environment. In this part of the video, I want to talk about the websites that are crucial to my content creation. These are websites that aren't well known but deserve to be used, because again, I can't imagine doing YouTube without these websites and programs, so I want to cover them here. Starting off is Pizzap. I've been using this website for years now, way before I did YouTube. It's the best Photoshop alternative in my opinion. No download, simple, great website. I'm a big fan of it. Next one is resizepic.com. There's a lot of ad-filled shitty websites for resizing photos. This one's simple, straightforward, I like it. The only problem it has is occasionally it'll have the image come out in a weird format like .gif. My solution is to open it in Microsoft Paint and then to save as, and it converts the file format. The next website is 9convert.com, a simple YouTube downloader. I used to use a different one called Y2Mate, but that shut down, so 9convert's pretty reliable. Has a pop-up ad issue, but other than that, it gets the job done. As for some programs I use, Shotcut is my editing software. I like it, it's free, very usable. Audacity, great for audio editing and audio recording. I'm using it right now, ironically, to record this. Finally, Ice Cream Apps they offer some good apps, I guess. The one I use is Screen Recorder. Ice Cream Apps Screen Recorder. I mainly just use it for screenshots, but again, it's simple and reliable. It's, again, a lot of these websites I've been using for years, and, you know, they get the job done. Again, I can't imagine doing this without them. I wasn't sure where to put this tip since it's quick, but I just want to throw it in because I learned it relatively recently. YouTube has something called Codecs. It's like, it determines like the video quality of your video and like the compression and all that. Even if you didn't record your video in 4K, if you render it in 4K and upload it, YouTube gives you a better codec So, like, if you want to put in the extra time to do the full K route, you'll have better video quality. Rendering and uploading the video in 2K should also achieve the same route. Again, it's a little thing. I don't always do it, because sometimes I just want to get the video out and it's going to take too long. But for the videos I care about, I do this. And again, it's a little thing, but that's a little improvement that I never fucking knew about until my friend told me about it. And again, this isn't supposed to be, you know, oh, I'm doing anything amazing. I mean, for fuck's sake. Well, I needed fucking satanic devil horns. I use sticks. Look, the 2 sticks. But in a black and white video, they look like horns from far away when you have a hood and shit on. I mean, like this. This is a mask I've used multiple times. I made it in school. And then later on, when I was doing YouTube, look how it attaches to your head. This is an old TV wire that I fucking utilized. It's nothing amazing. I'm just, I guess the whole idea of this tip in general is utilize your environment. Get creative, you know? I mean, like, again, it sounds egotistical. I'm not trying to say that. I want people to get creative, you know? I mean, look at this. It's a medieval fucking spiky ball chain flail. You know, I got a bunch of weapons. I got the fucking prop funny whistle on the way. I got everything, you know? I know it sounds egotistical. I realize that. But it's not. I just want to encourage people to utilize your environment. Film outside. I mean, be creative. You're an entertainer. You know, approach video making from more of a film director standpoint, you know? And look, there's shitty B movies. There's funny B movies, you know? Citizen Kane is not representative of film, so don't think like it's Citizen Kane and then YouTube, because that's not what it is. Just, you're an entertainer. Build props. They don't even have to look funny. I mean, this is a truck with legs. Is anybody gonna freak out if it's not super realistic? If there's a little bit of glue sticking out or something? No. It's funny. That's it. Like the beer mask, you know? The fucking outside is not lined up perfectly and measured. But it doesn't matter, you know? And again, like, you don't have to live, like, utilize your environment. The things around you. Film different angles, or build one cool set, you know? It's like the old game console stuff in the background, mix it up. That's all I'm trying to say. Be creative, you know? Utilize your set. I keep repeating myself. But, yeah, I guess that's it for this section of the video, you know? Utilize your environment to its fullest, whether it's objects or the environment itself.